See?
All eyes right here.
Alright. Okay. Someone didn't know. Again. And if I can recollect, that is 100% right. So where are you saying that Ukraine had most of the gas and used that as weaponry? Use that as a weapon. And why? This is what it boils down to. So every country must have most of that gas. If that's the case. But it's illegal to use it as a weapon. Just saying. It's like uranium that can be enriched for a nuclear weapon, but yet can be used for power. In different ways. I know for cancer, yeah. So, as I just said there, Carla, why you use that as a weapon? If you're using it for cancer. So we must have it over here. Here in a little teddy bear of Ireland. I'm going to ask you the question, Carla. But there was something that was said there by Biden, that there is chemical weapons, such as mustard gas, going to be used by the Russians, which was used in the Afghanistan war. Against the remaining population of Ukraine, for him to gain Kiev, Kharkiv, or the whole of Ukraine. Putin turned around and said there is chemical weapons there. So, if it was being used for cancer, why is he hitting hospitals? Why is he hitting hospitals? It's not propaganda. I witnessed it from myself. Well, I wasn't there, but I seen it. I know you only get the bad news out of it all. You don't hear the bad news. You have to answer the question, Carla. Which one invaded? What country invaded the Ukraine? And what was the reason for? What was the reason being for Putin to turn around and say, oh yeah, we're only doing the practice. We're only practicing our warfare, a military practice, and yet still continue to invade on the outskirts from Belarus down to the Ukraine. Answer that question and tell me why and what was the reason for. If mustard gas is a medical treatment for people with cancer. That's the first time I learned from you. That you're telling me that mustard gas is. So if you don't expect a war, you stop a war by making a war. So what you're trying to say to me is that Russia nipped the bud in the head, where they start invading all these innocent people that hadn't a clue in Ukraine because of what was going on there. This is what you're saying to me now. That this has been going on for a long time. I still don't know what gives Putin the right to invade another country. The same as Hitler when he invaded Germany. Believe it or not, he came from Austria into Germany. Really. That's a setback. So answer the question, why did Putin decide to go into a country if they had, and if the US were, it's not ifs and buts, if they were, why did Putin decide to go to a country that was protect the borders? Protect their borders. They weren't going to invade. Definitely not under Zelensky. Anyway, they weren't never going to invade. Now, I don't know if this propaganda crop that you're coming up with, but it seems like it is. I'm not fully convinced. Less than 70%. Anthrax is cancerous. Well, I don't know Zelensky's background. Maybe you can educate me on that one. I mean, all I know about him is he was a comedian that was on a show taking off the president of Ukraine, and he became president himself on the vote. I don't know his background. That's all I know. Carl, if you don't mind me saying, whereabouts are you from? He's an actor, yeah. But he's a comedian that was on there, Big Smoke, on reality TV. And he, being an actor, he was taking off the Prime Minister of Ukraine. And then he got voted in. But he was also on a reality show. So what would he know? You're from Devon. Alright. So where are you getting all this information from, Carla? No more than most of us bloody know. I mean, what you're saying there is not actually, what we're talking about now is not actually publicised or talked about in the papers, in the news, or anything like that. So how are you getting this information? Hi Diamond, how are you? And that's exactly Big Smoke the way it is the New World Order that Putin is fighting against. He doesn't want the Ukraine to join in to the New World Order, which the New World Order is the European and UN. And as soon as Britain got out, as soon as Trump left America, Biden was there. All the sanctions that were put down by Putin, sorry, by Trump, were all taken up and put back in again with the UN. Trump wanted out of the UN. Trump wanted out of the GA. He wanted out of everything. Cheers, Diamond. Slaughter McCarthy. And Trump doesn't want the new order. Big Smoke is after saying it there. And that's what he's fighting against. Couldn't have even said about myself, Big Smoke. Because he disagrees with it. All because he thinks he has the power. Yeah, he can knock off the gas, the oil. He has his button. He has a hand on the red button, as I said earlier on. Where it'll come to a nuclear war at some stage. Yes, it is repeating itself, Big Smoke, big time. And unfortunately, it will be a Big Smoke. 100%. I don't want to frighten anybody here, but what Putin sent down to Ukraine, there's a lot more to go with that too. When he gets China involved and he gets North Korea involved, as I said earlier on, with Kim Jong-un throwing his missiles over the north, the Atlantic, over the Yellow Sea, past Japan, and all the way to the west coast of America. All that's been orchestrated. We had Russian ships down here checking out our waters. Now it was in place. I knew then was all kicking off. Across Ukraine and all the way down. The only ones they couldn't get was Crimea up to Mariupol and over to Oksana and all the way across the south. And what he wanted to do was close off Ukraine, take over Ukraine. But yeah, why would he even attack, Carl, if you're still there, the nuclear plants? What thing is that? Diamond. What thing is that? He orchestrated this in a way where he wants to take over the Ukraine and therefore he can attack the UN with United Nations countries such as Poland. And then going to Moldova. Moldova is probably going to be the next one. And they're fighting for lives now. Packing up because they know there's going to be a war going in there with them. They're a small country with a small population. If he takes over what he believes was the USSR and make it all back together again as the USSR, United Soviet Union, not much of a union. and he's going to go in there and try to get all that back again. Belarus, a half and half. They'll probably give up as quick as they see him. They let him through the country. Now, I don't know what really pissed off Putin, but I reckon what pissed him off was COVID. He's terrified. He's afraid, and he doesn't want to talk to people unless there's a fucking big fucking table like that. He's crazy. He's like a madman. Hitler was a madman, and he's a madman too. There's no belief in that Carlo that you're talking about. Climate change is up in the air anyway, Diamond. Well, the Rothschilds, I talked about them before. They own the world, when you think about it. They have all the gold and everything else that was in there. They have all the money that's there and everything else. There is they have control. The Rothschilds control everything. This is where war money comes out of. When the Iraq war was on, Iran was on, governments would actually pay money in, or would take money from them, take money from them to build up an army to go in there, and that's where governments get into debt. The governments across the world went into debt because they have to repay them for the money that they took out to build an army, to go to stupid wars that were there in the first place. And Americans aren't even known for doing that. And don't get me wrong, the British are too. Underneath Tony Blair, he's like puppy dog to George Bush Jr. Because George Bush Jr. wanted to get in there and get the oil in Iraq. Now here's the whole situation with Putin. It's completely different. He just wants to take over what he believes is his territory. It's not his territory. Ukraine was never part of Russia. Oh, the word is leaving me now. Not solitary, but they were a nation of their own. I'm not doing party chat. I'm already on here. Alright, Bilbo. You have autism, do you? Autism could be a good thing, Bilbo. Don't make anything bad. Sorry, phone call. Some people just can't go for a piss. I know much of it anyway, but Where you're coming from, Carla, I can't actually get the whole lot of it. Where are you? Earlier on, yeah. We're going to like a politics talk here. I haven't done that in a while. Of everything that's going on in Ukraine and Russia and the world order. Yeah. Well, no, we're asking you to come in there for a bit, you know what I mean? So the rest of the lads left anyway, so. I'm still online here.
Yeah, who's in? Who's on?
Well, you can see when you jump in. It's just me talking about politics and all that, and having a few points.
So you have no in your cracking chat,
Bilbo's alright, he has autism. Carl, someone there, yeah? Hmm?
Huh?
Yeah, I'm live streaming, yeah.
Oh.
Same old crap, going to party chat. Not doing party chat. You're only awake, are you?
Yeah, I got your missed call there, so I wanted to bring you back.
Ah, yeah, no, brother, yeah. That's true, jeez, you weren't missing out on no, the rest of the lads are on, like, you mean, so we thought we'd give you a show.
What you do today, Rob?
Got a haircut. Anybody like me haircut? No, it was a crazy day for me anyway. All over the place.
You got to shave your beard.
Yeah, I managed to do that with a razor I had for the last God knows how long. Still works. My experiment is working very well. You don't always have to throw out a razor. Gillette, the best the man can get. Trust me, this razor is you know me, I shave off every fucking once in a while. Still use the same fucking razor. I'm here talking about Putin and the whole lot. No, anyways.
Putin took a big giant Putin.
Oh, just stop. You're not getting boring here, so it was grand. I'm going to play a bit of music and help you stream, Carla. I will join another time. But not for now. I'll make a promise to you. I will join in another time, but not now. I'm on the open stream for the last while. Second time. You know. Good conversation though with y'all. Jesus, conversations that will come out of here.
You're all in black, Rob.
Yep. There's a reason for me being all in black. I haven't been talking to many of my mates anymore, and the whole lot kind of like blanked them. And a lot of shit going through my head. A lot going through. You can all listen to this as well. not going through my mind. And a good friend, a good neighbour, passed away there the other day, and a lot of things going on, Kev. Believe it or not, I'll be drinking 24 now, 24/7.
Sorry to hear that, bro.
Yeah, I know, but she had a good life. God bless her. And,
How old was your if you don't mind me asking?
75, 76.
Oh, that's a good age, man.
Now, since her husband passed away, she's finding life hard. I'm not one to knock on the door and see how she is and all that. My sister fronting around and said, like, yeah, passed away. And it's like, I kind of knew then.
Yeah.
Had the idea. So anyways, I went down to the pub, had a few pints, and got to know a good few people that I didn't talk to over lockdown because I didn't go to the pub at all. And yeah, sat down, had a couple of smokes, talked to the lads, started up my stream, and now I'm talking about politics. Cheers, number one. Sláinte. Yeah, you seen the bottom of my room here, didn't you? The other day.
You queened it, did you?
No. Don't start me, Kev. Don't fucking start me, bro. Jesus. I'll have that ahead of me tomorrow. I'm gonna be dying here on the stream. But like, but like a zombie when I wake up. But that's the other thing that people don't really realise, that I could be perfect normal the next day. Not the mental drink that I went through. Here's the thing that you don't understand. I'm a pure alcoholic. Where I can actually drink and 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 drink more, drink. I'll have about 4 hours sleep and I'll be up again.
Hey Rob,
they're all gone off now. They're all gone off here.
What?
They're all gone off here now. But thank you for intervening in the conversation. Because that was going a little bit too political.
Sorry if I disturbed you.
No, thank you for disturbing me. Cheers, bro. No, thanks very much. You actually saved me. Yeah. And I haven't played a song yet. So this stream may actually go up if we don't play any music. But again, I'm going to play certain songs that I can't play, so YouTube will block it. And I don't have to do it myself. It's great, it's well handy. You don't know that? They give you a message there on email, and they turn around and say to you, like, oh, your stream has been taken down by copyright. I'm like, okay, yeah, fair play. I didn't have to do that. So I'm just going to sit here and just play Brothers in Arms. Great tune, that, isn't it? Your man Bilbo comes around and says to me, I'm I have to go back in it. I have to remember as well. I've many Jesus. of followers, army of followers already. But God, I don't want people to follow me. What's this thing with the public channel? Whole lot, public to everybody or something?
What?
You're out there to everybody. Some people just want to follow you.
Yeah.
Not the way you have it there now on PS5.
Yeah.
So everything's public again.
Yeah. It's out there for the world to see.
Well, good. I'm talking about Putin. He's a fucking arsehole.